Okay, so this video is part one. It is the list of TV shows that I would like to see remade and actually have something to do with it and work on it. I'm actually going to add another show to this list. Right now, it was 5, now there's 6. There may be 7 before the video is over with. Highlander. Some of these things will repeat for the next videos. But for this introduction, these 6 titles are shows that I think should be remade with today's tech and supported and boosted up and give an actor like me, who's been in this business for 19 years and have epically failed, a job. So, first one on the list, Airwolf. I love Jan Michael Vincent, not just in White Line Fever, but in the Airwolf show where he played Longfellow Hawk. Airwolf would be a great show, and I would love to play that part. Granted, I don't really sure if I'm capable of being the lead, but with a good acting coach, I probably can. The second show would be Street Hawk. Street Hawk is about a motorcycle, as Airwolf was about a helicopter, henceforth Airwolf. Street Hawk is about a motorcycle. And the guy who drove the motorcycle was a vigilante who was a cop by day and a vigilante by night, much like Roger Corman's Scorpion show. Only this one came first. Alright? And in Scorpion, she didn't have anything fancy but a car, but she had a gadget. She was basically the female Batman, just not rich. She was a cop by day and a vigilante by night, which, like Street Hawk, he was a cop by day, but he got basically put on desk duty, so he got this badass motorcycle and was going around. Street Hawk spawned the ideas for the movie Cyclone, which is basically a Heather Thomas movie, not to be mistaken for Heather Locklear, because when they both were hot, they're still hot as beautiful women, but when their careers were at their peaks, people couldn't tell the two Heathers apart, and neither one of the two Heathers ever worked together. And if they did, it's beyond me. Alright? But for this universe, they never worked together, that I know of. And Hardcastle McCormick. Mostly because I love the Coyote X and it needs a comeback. They can reboot that, because I think the main guy that played Hardcastle, I think he might be dead. So it probably wouldn't be a good idea for him to come back. But the guy that played McCormick could come back, and he could play Hardcastle. And he probably would enjoy that. And get a new guy to play McCormick. It was a good show. It only lasted like 3 seasons, but it was great. Had a badass car in it known as the Coyote X. Do I have to say how many times I really liked the Coyote X? It's a 6-speed, I think, or 5-speed. It was a badass car. Google it. So we're going to get off that before I keep going back to the Coyote X. Alright. So now we're going to number 4, The Fall Guy, which I mentioned Heather Thomas, one of the sexiest blondes alive, was in there. She played a character named Jodie. She also worked with Marky Post, was another sexy blonde from Night Court and The Fall Guy. I loved her character more on Night Court than I did on The Fall Guy. She basically kind of was like the same. She's kind of like the lawyer type person. But she played that person very well. Marky Post is very, very beautiful. Still beautiful to this day from what I've seen. So, you guys can check that out. Then, I saw a show that probably no one would expect me to have ever said should be rebooted, starring the lovely and beautiful and great singer Nell Carter. Nell Carter had a show called Give Me a Break with Joey Lawrence and stuff on it, and she was the housemaid, and it would be great to see that again. But the sad thing back there, the dynamic of that was that she was she's a black housemaid of a police officer, which kind of didn't make sense because cops don't make that kind of money. But he was like the chief or the commissioner or something. I don't know. He had a lot of money for a cop, and he had 3 kids, and amongst them he had 2 daughters and 1 son, and Joey Lawrence was one of the sons. So the show was pretty good though, and it always gave you moral lessons. So you would really like Give Me a Break. And if you haven't seen it, heard of it, then you should probably go do it. Nell Carter sings the theme song to it. What Happened to My Piece of the Cake? Give Me a Break. Which, since my birthday is there, I so should have done this. What happened to my piece of the cake? Give me a break. The game is survival. Okay, I'll do it in the next one. But anyway, final one on the list was The Highlander. And I think that they could redo that, and they should give me a job, and let's do it from the Native American side. That's it. Get ready for the next video.